Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a world where we constantly seek validation from others. We seek approval, attention, and love from everyone around us, sometimes forgetting the most important person in our lives, ourselves. The idea of loving yourself might sound easy, but it's actually one of the most difficult things to practice. Yet, loving yourself first is the foundation of true happiness. Loving yourself first is the first step toward finding true happiness. When you love yourself, you accept who you are, with all your strengths and weaknesses. It's an internal journey of understanding your worth, not waiting for others to define it for you. Imagine how different life would be if we stopped seeking approval from others and instead focused on nurturing our own sense of self-worth. It doesn't mean ignoring others or being egocentric, but instead recognizing that you are just as important as anyone else. Loving yourself first means prioritizing your own well-being, so you can be the best version of yourself for those around you. When we don't love ourselves, we often neglect our needs and emotions. We give too much to others, leaving ourselves depleted. We're so focused on meeting other people's expectations that we forget about our own. We compromise our happiness and health in the process. The first step to loving yourself is to stop putting everyone else first and start putting yourself on that list. It's not about selfishness. It's about making sure that your heart is full before you try to pour into someone else's. Loving yourself first also means being kind to yourself in moments of failure or struggle. We are often our own worst critics. When we make mistakes, we can be harsh and unforgiving with ourselves. But self-love means treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend. It means looking at your flaws and challenges with compassion and realizing that those moments are part of the growth process. You don't need to be perfect to deserve love. You are enough as you are. Embracing this truth is liberating. The more you love yourself, the more you allow yourself to dream big and pursue the life you truly want. When you feel worthy, you stop holding back and start taking risks. You stop doubting your abilities and begin trusting in your potential. Loving yourself gives you the courage to follow your heart, make choices that align with your values, and pursue the things that make you happy. You stop settling for less and start creating the life you deserve. Self-love also helps to protect your emotional boundaries. When you love yourself, you learn to say no when necessary. You stop sacrificing your peace for the sake of others. You become more selective about the people and situations you allow into your life. Loving yourself means setting healthy boundaries and learning to say no to things that drain your energy. You learn to protect your peace, and in doing so, you strengthen your relationships and improve your well-being. Loving yourself first is the most powerful thing you can do. It's a continuous journey of self-acceptance, kindness, and growth. When you love yourself, everything else falls into place. You become more confident, resilient, and at peace with who you are. And as you continue to love yourself, you will find that others begin to treat you with the same love and respect you give yourself. The love you give yourself is the love you'll receive from the world. Loving yourself is not about being selfish. It is about recognizing your inherent worth and treating yourself with the respect and kindness you deserve. It is not about thinking you are better than others. It's about understanding that you are enough, just as you are. Many people believe that self-love is a form of narcissism, but in reality, it is an essential component of healthy living. When you love yourself, you are acknowledging that your happiness and well-being are just as important as anyone else's. This mindset shifts how you view your relationships, your work, and even your goals in life. When you constantly put others before yourself, you risk neglecting your own needs and desires. This kind of self-sacrifice can leave you feeling drained and unappreciated, ultimately affecting your emotional and physical health. You might find yourself taking on too much responsibility, trying to please everyone, and constantly saying yes to demands, even when it is detrimental to your well-being. Loving yourself first means being able to recognize when you need to say no, when you need a break, or when you need time to focus on your own growth. It's not about rejecting others, it's about accepting that your own needs matter. It's important to understand that self-love doesn't mean you have to isolate yourself from others or stop helping people. Rather, it's about recognizing that you cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot be the best friend, partner, or colleague if you are constantly drained, stressed, or unfulfilled. By loving yourself first, you create the space and energy needed to show up for others in a meaningful way. When you are at peace with yourself, you become better equipped to handle life's challenges and support those around you. Another aspect of loving yourself is acknowledging and celebrating your achievements, both big and small. Too often we focus on what we haven't done or what we think we should have accomplished by a certain age. We look at others and compare ourselves, failing to see our own progress. Self-love is about appreciating where you are in your journey, regardless of how far along you think you should be. It's about being proud of your accomplishments, even if they seem small to others. These small victories are what shape who you are and contribute to your growth. When you love yourself, you also begin to set healthier standards for your relationships. Whether it's with family, friends, or romantic partners, loving yourself means that you won't tolerate disrespect or unhealthy behavior from others. You understand that you deserve to be treated with care, kindness, and fairness, just like everyone else. Loving yourself helps you to recognize toxic relationships and encourages you to walk away from them if they do not support your well-being. You start to attract people who respect you and treat you with the love you have for yourself. Loving yourself also leads to a deeper connection with your own values and passions. When you take the time to understand who you are and what you truly want, you become more aligned with your purpose in life. You stop living for the expectations of others and start living authentically. This means making choices that align with your core beliefs and passions, even if it means stepping out of your comfort zone. Loving yourself first means having the courage to be true to yourself, even when it feels risky or uncertain. Furthermore, loving yourself is about forgiveness. We all make mistakes. We all have moments we regret, but self-love teaches us that mistakes do not define us. Loving yourself means acknowledging your past, learning from your errors, and letting go of guilt and shame. When you forgive yourself, you free yourself from the heavy burden of self-judgment. You allow yourself to move forward with a sense of compassion, understanding that your mistakes are just part of your learning process. By forgiving yourself, you create room for growth and healing, both emotionally and mentally. Loving yourself also requires patience. It's not something that happens overnight. It takes time to unlearn the negative habits and beliefs that may have been instilled in you over the years. It requires daily practice, small acts of kindness toward yourself, and a shift in mindset. There will be days when you struggle to love yourself, and that's okay. The key is to keep trying, to show up for yourself each day, and to remind yourself that you are worthy of love, regardless of how you feel or what you're going through. Loving yourself first allows you to create a foundation for happiness, fulfillment, and healthy relationships. It sets the tone for how you interact with the world and how the world interacts with you. When you prioritize your well-being and value your own worth, you begin to experience life with more joy, peace, and gratitude. Loving yourself first is not only the most important relationship you'll ever have, but also the most powerful. Accepting your flaws is one of the most important aspects of loving yourself. We all have imperfections, some visible, some hidden. These flaws are what make us human, yet many of us spend so much time trying to hide or deny them that we miss the opportunity to truly accept ourselves. When you love yourself, you learn to embrace these imperfections rather than rejecting them. This acceptance is not about complacency or allowing yourself to settle for less than you deserve, but it is about acknowledging that flaws are a natural part of life. By accepting your flaws, you open the door to self-compassion and growth. The truth is that perfection doesn't exist. No matter how hard we try, we will never be perfect in every aspect of our lives. Trying to live up to an unrealistic standard of perfection can lead to feelings of frustration, self-doubt, and even shame. We put immense pressure on ourselves to be flawless, whether in our appearance, our career, or our relationships. But what if we stopped trying to be perfect? What if we stopped expecting ourselves to be flawless and instead accepted ourselves for who we are with all our imperfections? When you accept your flaws, you give yourself permission to be human. You no longer need to wear a mask to cover up your mistakes or weaknesses. Instead of focusing on what you don't have or what you wish were different, you start to appreciate the qualities that make you unique. Whether it's the way you smile, the quirks that make you stand out, or the struggles you've overcome, these are the things that shape who you are. They are part of your story, and they add depth to your character. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation. It means choosing to see your imperfections not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth. When you accept that you are not perfect, you stop beating yourself up over every mistake you make. Instead of seeing failure as something to be ashamed of, you begin to view it as a lesson. You realize that mistakes are a natural part of life, and they provide the best opportunities for learning. In fact, some of the most successful people in the world have failed many times before they found success. They didn't let their flaws define them. They used their experiences to improve and become better versions of themselves. The process of accepting your flaws also involves shifting your mindset about self-worth. Many of us tie our self-esteem to external factors, such as how others perceive us or how successful we appear. However, true self-worth comes from within. When you accept your flaws, you realize that your value is not based on meeting the world's expectations or living up to some unattainable standard. Your worth is inherent, and it is not dependent on your perfection. You are valuable simply because you exist, not because you are flawless. This understanding frees you from the pressure to be perfect and allows you to focus on becoming the best version of yourself, without fear of judgment. When you accept your flaws, you also learn to set realistic expectations for yourself. Rather than striving for perfection, you focus on progress. It's not about being perfect, it's about continuously improving. By accepting where you are now, flaws and all, you create a foundation for growth. You stop comparing yourself to others and start comparing yourself to the person you were yesterday. This mindset shift allows you to embrace your journey with all its ups and downs and recognize that every step, even the mistakes, is part of your progress. Accepting your flaws helps you become more compassionate toward others. When you understand and accept your own imperfections, you develop the ability to be more understanding and non-judgmental toward others. You realize that everyone has their own struggles and flaws, and that we are all on our own unique paths. This creates space for empathy, kindness, and connection. It's easier to offer support to others when you are not focused on their flaws or your own. Instead of criticizing, you become a source of encouragement and understanding. In addition, accepting your flaws is crucial for building healthy relationships. Many of us enter relationships with the expectation that we should be perfect, or we believe that our partner should be perfect. However, relationships thrive on vulnerability and acceptance. When you allow yourself to be imperfect and embrace your flaws, you create the space for others to do the same. You stop pretending to be someone you're not, and instead show up as your true self. This honesty fosters deeper, more authentic connections. Ultimately, the acceptance of your flaws is a transformative act of self-love. It allows you to stop running from your true self and instead face it with courage and compassion. By accepting your flaws, you open the door to growth, authenticity, and deeper self-understanding. You realize that flaws are not something to hide, but something to embrace. They are part of what makes you you, and when you accept that, you start to live a life full of self-compassion, peace, and true happiness. Loving yourself requires vulnerability and courage. It means being open to acknowledging your true feelings, both the good and the bad, and facing them without judgment. This is not always easy, as it involves exposing parts of yourself that may feel uncomfortable or even painful. However, vulnerability is a key aspect of self-love because it allows you to heal, grow, and ultimately connect with yourself on a deeper level. By allowing yourself to be vulnerable, you create the space to understand your emotions, your fears, and your desires, which are all integral parts of who you are. Many of us are taught to hide our emotions, to appear strong and unaffected, especially in a world that often values outward strength and perfection. We are told to get over it, be tough, or don't show weakness. While there is value in resilience and strength, true strength comes from embracing your vulnerability. It takes immense courage to be vulnerable because it requires us to face our inner truths without the protection of masks or pretenses. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you stop pretending to be someone you are not, and you begin to embrace your authentic self. Being vulnerable means admitting when you need help, when you feel hurt, or when you are afraid. It's about acknowledging your weaknesses and embracing them instead of hiding or denying them. In doing so, you create a path for growth. When you confront your vulnerabilities head-on, you begin the process of healing. Whether it's emotional wounds from the past, fears about your future, or insecurities about your abilities, embracing these feelings allows you to address them directly, which in turn leads to empowerment. Vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of strength because it takes courage to look at yourself honestly and confront the parts of you that are not easy to face. This vulnerability also extends to how we interact with others. When we love ourselves and embrace our vulnerabilities, we stop seeking validation or approval from others. Instead, we learn to be comfortable in our own skin. We stop seeking external affirmation and start validating ourselves. We learn that we are worthy, not because of what others think of us, but because of how we see ourselves. This shift in perspective can be life-changing. When we no longer rely on others for our sense of worth, we free ourselves from the shackles of seeking constant approval, and we begin to build a more stable foundation of self-love. Loving yourself through vulnerability also means giving yourself permission to be imperfect. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that in order to be loved, you must be flawless, successful, and without flaws. However, vulnerability teaches us that our imperfections are what make us human. They are not something to be ashamed of, but rather something to embrace. By accepting that you will make mistakes and that you are not always going to have everything figured out, you create space for growth. This is the essence of vulnerability, the ability to accept yourself even when you are not perfect, to love yourself even when you make mistakes. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you also stop comparing yourself to others. You stop measuring your worth against the standards set by society, by your friends, or by your family. Instead, you start to focus on your own journey. Vulnerability means giving yourself permission to be where you are, to be at your own pace, and to not feel pressured to conform to someone else's expectations. When you stop comparing yourself to others, you start to appreciate your own unique path and the progress you are making, no matter how small it might seem. Vulnerability is also key to building meaningful relationships with others. When you are open about your own struggles, emotions, and imperfections, you give others permission to do the same. This creates a deeper connection between you and those around you, because you are no longer hiding behind walls of perfection. Relationships become more authentic, more genuine, and more fulfilling when both parties are able to express their true selves. This vulnerability fosters empathy, understanding, and trust, which are essential for any healthy relationship. It is important to note that vulnerability also requires boundaries. Loving yourself through vulnerability means understanding when it's okay to share and when it's necessary to protect yourself. It's about finding the balance between opening up to others and safeguarding your emotional well-being. Vulnerability doesn't mean you have to share everything with everyone. It means being authentic and honest with yourself and others when it's appropriate and healthy for you. Vulnerability is the gateway to self-love. It allows you to connect with yourself and others in a way that is deep, meaningful, and authentic. It takes courage to be vulnerable, but in doing so, you open yourself up to a richer, more fulfilling life. You give yourself the opportunity to grow, to heal, and to become the person you are meant to be. When you embrace vulnerability, you learn that true strength lies not in perfection or in vulnerability, but in the courage to show up as you truly are. Loving yourself first is a lifelong journey, not a one-time event. It is not something that happens overnight or through a single decision, but rather a series of actions, thoughts, and realizations that build upon each other over time. Many people expect that once they make the choice to love themselves, it will come easily, but in reality, it is something that requires continuous effort and commitment. This journey of self-love involves learning, growing, and evolving, and it requires patience with yourself along the way. At the beginning of this journey, it's important to acknowledge that loving yourself first doesn't mean you will always feel confident or perfect. There will be times when you struggle, doubt yourself, or feel like you're not enough. These feelings are part of the process and should be acknowledged with compassion. The key is not to avoid these feelings, but to understand that they don't define you. Loving yourself means accepting the ups and downs of life, knowing that these fluctuations are normal. It means giving yourself the grace to feel human, without the need for constant perfection. As you continue this journey, you begin to develop a deeper sense of self-awareness. You start to understand your needs, desires, and values. This self-awareness allows you to make decisions that align with your true self, rather than basing your choices on external influences or the expectations of others. As you become more in tune with who you are, you begin to trust yourself more. You trust your instincts, your intuition, and your ability to make decisions that support your well-being. This trust forms the foundation of your self-love, as it gives you the confidence to move forward with clarity and purpose. Along the way, loving yourself first also means setting boundaries. Boundaries are a crucial part of self-love because they protect your emotional and mental well-being. Setting healthy boundaries means learning to say no when necessary and not overextending yourself to meet others' needs at the cost of your own. It means understanding that you have the right to protect your time, energy, and emotional health, and not feeling guilty for doing so. Boundaries also help you maintain relationships that are respectful and supportive, rather than draining or toxic. Learning to enforce boundaries is a form of self-respect, and it strengthens your ability to love yourself. As you grow in your journey of self-love, you begin to notice the changes in how you interact with the world. You start to attract healthier, more supportive relationships because you are setting the example for how you should be treated. When you love yourself, you stop settling for relationships or situations that don't serve you well. Instead, you seek out people and environments that uplift and encourage you, and you create connections that are based on mutual respect and appreciation. Another aspect of loving yourself first is forgiving yourself for past mistakes. We all carry some form of regret, guilt, or shame from our past. However, holding on to these feelings only keeps you stuck in the past and prevents you from moving forward. Loving yourself means forgiving yourself for the things you wish had gone differently. It means accepting that you did the best you could with what you knew at the time, and understanding that mistakes are opportunities for growth. By forgiving yourself, you free yourself from the weight of past mistakes, and you make room for healing, growth, and self-compassion. This journey of self-love also involves taking time for self-care. It's easy to get caught up in the demands of daily life, work, relationships, responsibilities, and forget to take care of yourself. But self-care is an essential part of loving yourself. It's about taking the time to recharge, rest, and nurture your physical, mental, and emotional health. Whether it's through physical exercise, hobbies, relaxation, or simply spending time alone to reflect, self-care helps replenish your energy and keeps you grounded. It is through self-care that you reinforce the love you have for yourself, ensuring that you continue to show up for yourself with kindness and care. As you continue to love yourself first, you will face challenges and obstacles, but with each one, you will grow stronger and more resilient. You will learn to embrace your imperfections, let go of self-doubt, and trust in your own abilities. Loving yourself is about becoming your own greatest ally and supporter, rather than your own worst critic. It's about taking the time to nurture and care for yourself, setting boundaries, and making decisions that align with your values. With each step on this journey, you build a more profound connection with yourself, allowing you to live a life that is fulfilling, authentic, and true to who you are. Loving yourself first is not something you achieve and then forget about. It's a continuous process of growth and self-discovery. It's about taking small steps every day to reinforce your worth, your value, and your ability to navigate the world with confidence and grace. It's a journey that will take time, but it is one that will ultimately lead you to a life filled with self-respect, peace, and happiness. Self-care is essential for cultivating self-love. It is an act of kindness toward yourself that not only nourishes your body but also your mind and soul. In a world where we are constantly busy, overwhelmed by responsibilities, and pressured to meet others' expectations, it's easy to forget to take care of ourselves. Yet, self-care is not a luxury, it is a necessity. It's about taking the time to prioritize your own well-being, whether it's through physical, emotional, or mental nourishment. When you care for yourself, you are better equipped to care for others and handle life's challenges. Many people believe that self-care is simply about pampering yourself with spa days or shopping sprees, but self-care goes much deeper than that. It's about creating a routine that supports your overall health and happiness. It's about getting enough rest, eating nourishing food, exercising, and making time for activities that recharge you. But self-care is also about setting boundaries and saying no when necessary. It's about knowing when to step back and give yourself the space you need. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and by making self-care a priority, you are ensuring that you are filling your cup so you can show up fully for yourself and those around you. Physical self-care is often the most recognized form of self-care, and for good reason. When we don't take care of our bodies, everything else tends to suffer. Lack of sleep, poor nutrition, and lack of exercise can leave us feeling tired, irritable, and sluggish. Taking care of your body through regular exercise, adequate sleep, and healthy food choices gives you the energy to tackle daily tasks and feel more confident in your own skin. It's not about achieving a certain body type or following a restrictive diet, but about nurturing your body so it can function at its best. Mental self-care is just as important. In a world filled with constant distractions, stress, and information overload, it's easy to neglect our mental health. Taking time to care for your mind is essential for your overall well-being. This can include practicing mindfulness, journaling, meditating, or engaging in activities that help you unwind and clear your mind. Mental self-care also involves setting boundaries to protect your mental energy. It's okay to say no to things that drain you or make you feel anxious. You don't have to please everyone, and you certainly don't have to take on everything. Protecting your mental space allows you to be more present and focused, and it helps you navigate life's challenges with a clearer perspective. Emotional self-care is about nurturing your inner world. It's about recognizing and validating your feelings without judgment. Too often, we suppress our emotions or dismiss our needs in favor of other people's expectations. Emotional self-care is about honoring your emotions and giving yourself permission to feel. It's about making time to process your feelings, whether that means crying, laughing, or talking with a trusted friend. It's also about being compassionate with yourself when you make mistakes or experience failure. When you practice emotional self-care, you allow yourself to experience your emotions fully without letting them control you or overwhelm you. You give yourself permission to be human, and you learn to manage your emotions in healthy ways. Self-care also includes creating an environment that supports your well-being. Your physical surroundings can greatly impact your mental and emotional state. Taking time to declutter your space, add comforting elements like plants or soft lighting, and create a space where you feel safe and relaxed is an important part of self-care. It's about creating an environment that nurtures you and helps you feel at peace, which in turn allows you to focus on your personal growth and well-being. One of the most important aspects of self-care is learning to listen to yourself. We are often so busy with the demands of life that we forget to check in with ourselves. How are you feeling? What do you need right now? Are you tired? Do you need a break? Listening to your body and mind is a vital part of self-care because it helps you recognize when you are in need of rest, nourishment, or a change of pace. By tuning into your own needs, you can take the necessary steps to meet them before they turn into stress or burnout. Taking time for yourself is not selfish. It is essential for living a balanced and fulfilling life. When you make self-care a priority, you are not only taking care of yourself, but also enhancing your ability to care for others, achieve your goals, and manage your responsibility. It's about creating a healthy relationship with yourself and learning to honor your needs, your limitations, and your desires. The more you invest in your own well-being, the more you will be able to give to the world around you. Self-care is a practice that supports the foundation of self-love, and by embracing it you are fostering a life that is fulfilling, peaceful, and full of joy. Trusting yourself is a powerful form of self-love. It's the belief that you are capable, worthy, and strong enough to handle life's challenges, decisions, and opportunities. Yet for many of us, trust is something we struggle with. Whether it's doubt about our abilities, fear of failure, or a history of bad decisions, it can be difficult to fully trust ourselves. But when you learn to trust yourself, everything changes. Trusting yourself is the foundation upon which you build confidence, make better decisions, and take control of your life. It allows you to stop second-guessing, to act with conviction, and to move forward with clarity and purpose. The first step toward trusting yourself is to believe in your own worth. Many people struggle with low self-esteem, feeling as though they are not good enough or that they don't deserve success or happiness. But self-worth is not dependent on external factors like achievements or validation from others. It comes from within. When you trust yourself, you recognize that you are worthy of love, respect, and success simply because you exist. You stop looking for constant approval from others and start validating yourself. You trust that your opinions matter, that your ideas are valuable, and that you have the strength to face whatever comes your way. Trusting yourself also means acknowledging your strengths and weaknesses without judgment. It's about accepting that you may not have all the answers or be perfect at everything, and that's okay. We all have areas in which we excel and areas where we need improvement, and neither of these should define us. By accepting both your strengths and weaknesses, you give yourself permission to grow. Trusting yourself means you have faith in your ability to improve, learn from mistakes, and adapt to new situations. It's about understanding that failures and setbacks are part of the journey, not a reflection of your abilities. Every mistake is an opportunity to learn, and trusting yourself means believing that you can handle whatever challenges come your way, even if you don't have all the answers right now. Another important aspect of trusting yourself is trusting your intuition. Intuition is that inner voice, the gut feeling that guides us toward the right decisions. It's easy to dismiss intuition, especially when we live in a world that prioritizes logic and external validation. However, intuition can often lead us in the right direction, even when it doesn't make sense on paper. Trusting your intuition is about learning to listen to that inner voice and following it, even if it goes against conventional wisdom or external pressures. The more you trust yourself, the more you learn to rely on your instincts. Over time, you'll find that your intuition becomes a reliable guide, helping you make decisions with confidence. Trusting yourself also involves taking responsibility for your choices. When you trust yourself, you stop blaming others or circumstances for your outcomes. You take ownership of your actions and decisions, and you recognize that you are the one in control of your life. This is empowering because it means you can shape your future regardless of past mistakes or obstacles. When you take responsibility, you stop feeling helpless and start feeling powerful. Trusting yourself means understanding that you are capable of making decisions that serve your best interests, and even if things don't go as planned, you have the ability to pivot and adjust along the way. In addition to trusting your decisions, it's also important to trust that you deserve happiness and success. Many people hold themselves back because they fear that they aren't worthy of success or fear that they will fail. Trusting yourself means believing that you are deserving of all the good things life has to offer, whether it's a fulfilling career, healthy relationships, or personal growth. It's about releasing the fear of not being enough and replacing it with the confidence that you are worthy of everything you desire. As you begin to trust yourself more, you'll notice a shift in your confidence. You'll stop doubting your abilities and start moving forward with clarity and conviction. Trusting yourself doesn't mean that you won't make mistakes, but it does mean that you will face those mistakes with resilience, knowing that they don't define you. It means trusting that no matter the outcome, you have the ability to handle it and grow from it. You'll become more decisive, more empowered, and more in control of your own destiny. Ultimately, trusting yourself is about building a deep and unwavering belief in your own abilities, worth, and capacity for growth. It's about understanding that you are your best ally and that no one else can define your success or happiness but you. When you trust yourself, you step into your own power and begin living life on your own terms. You stop relying on others to validate your worth and start recognizing your own inherent value. Trusting yourself allows you to embrace the uncertainties of life with confidence and to pursue your dreams without fear or hesitation.